Yo, what's going on, Dragon Ballers? Welcome back to another gameplay video. This time we have myself on the bottom playing Green King Cold, and we have Mr. Deleuze up top playing Blue Boujack. This one ends up being a super big grind fest. My end on the bottom is looking quite good. We've got our field cards, we have our Unison, we have our Berry Blues, which Berry Blue is a super important aspect of this list. I did just post a first place King Cold deck profile earlier this week on the channel from an Asian regional if you guys want to see what a King Cold build looks like. Boujack, though, definitely a very unique archetype, so I think we'll be seeing a lot of what that deck aims to do in this game. Mr. Deleuze did get to go first, so I'm on the back foot just a little bit, but my hand does look really good. And you might notice this is a bit fast because this game ended up taking about 50 minutes. So I tried to condense it because, let's be honest, who wants to be here for 50 minutes to watch this whole thing? I think it's still very followable, though, at the speed we go through. So going into my turn 2 here. Now, I have to be very careful with how I attack Boujack because it's a type of deck, kind of like Turles and some other decks that we've seen, that really live in the combo step. He can benefit a lot out of me attacking him. But the nice thing here is my leader will be at 25k for most attacks, so he can't just block a ton of damage for free, so that's really good there. We do go for the 25k pop off new ruler, which allows us to cycle a card out. He is going to put Goku in play, which that card in this matchup is super annoying. My Berry Blue is going to the bottom of the deck, hurts quite a bit, but I do draw an STR there, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, putting my Berry Blues to the bottom, and that's one of the things King Cold is susceptible to, is Berry Blue getting removed from the board. I maybe shouldn't have charged that copy that's in my energy, but if I remember correctly, my charge choices were not all the best. So since he burned his combo ability on my leader swing, I do swing with the Unison there, and I swing with the Frieza here. I don't really care if he decides to kill the Frieza on the following turn, which he does opt to swing into it here, which I'm okay with. It's not a swing on my Unison, which would be the worst thing, the thing I would definitely want to see the least. I was hoping he'd play a battle card so I could use cooler counterplay, even if I can't counterplay the actual battle card itself. Even if he plays like something high cost, which he should not be able to play anything more than a 4 cost. But even if he did, I wouldn't mind, only because I'd still get him to I'd still make him discard a card, which would be fine. So I do play Unstoppable Invasion, giving my leader plus 10 and double strike. This is a 35k double strike, and I'm assuming the Unison's gonna get negated, but actually I opt to not swing with the Unison. I think I did that because I was afraid it was going to be negated or out comboed, and I didn't want him to get that effect off. Although I could have still went for the triple strike, so I'm a bit confused with myself why I didn't swing with the Unison there. And I should uptick it, which I think I'm going to do in just a second, because I opted not to swing with it anyway. Didn't have a field card to play off of it, so just upticking it for the sake of it is fine. But yeah, I am going to negate his leader swing here, which is pretty decent, although now his Unison can swing on my Unison for free. I am going to use the Homicidal Clones. And that's one of the best usages of Homicidal Clones, is just that the ability to protect your Unison. It's so clutch. Like, I don't really mind going to 3 here. It's not like he has a major triple striker I have to worry about, so I'm definitely okay going to 3 here. Now, so this turn, I start my turn off swinging with my Unison, and he does have a blocker. The Blue Unison is a blocker, but I don't quite mind if he blocks there, because I'll probably still triple strike, to be honest, and just take 3 markers off of his Unison. I would actually be very okay with that. But he's going to actually just opt to normal negate here. And now I'm just going to go battle card beatdown. So I can play the Frieza Pinnacle of the Clan in my hand, but I really don't want to while Boo's effect has still not been used, because I just lose a ton of value if he decides to use Boo's effect to get rid of my Golden Frieza. So I'm going to try to swing the battle cards I have on my board first. Hopefully bait out that Boo effect. And keep in mind, my Frieza Clan cards are plus 5k because of Terrified Realization. So that cooler is a 20k swinging right now. Looks like he's going to burn his leader combo to combo Boujack the Evildoer from his energy. And he's going to combo a Sand Instincts to put himself to 25. I do counter with the Charismatic Villain to pop the Boujack. Going 10k, oh sorry, 15k at his leader because of Terrified Realization. And not having Berry Blue here is the worst part of this whole thing, because that's where I generate a lot of pluses, and his deck does unfortunately remove it pretty easily. So my hand is pretty capped. There's a lot of games here where when I play King Cold and I have like a 13, 14 card hand, this unfortunately where he can remove Berry Blue so easily is not one of those matchups. And there are a lot of decks that can remove Berry Blue easily, so that's kind of a general statement. But yeah, this matchup becomes very, very grindy. Boo Unison going with a +0. Swinging into my leader with a double strike. I'm going to negate that with Royal Supremacy. And he's just going to play another Boo Unison, which is interesting. So I am going to counterplay here. Even though he's playing a Unison, it still opens a counter window. And I'm going to counterplay just to make him discard a card, because I don't really think I'm going to be able to catch him playing many battle cards during his own turn. So he's going to go 25k, comboing the Zangia from Energy. And hitting a Zangia off the top of the deck there with that leader skill is such good luck on his part. So he's 25k double strike so far. And he's also comboing the Boujack boss monster as well to go to 35. I'll go to 25 with a Paragus super combo. Use my leader skill to go to 35 and then combo the token from the Homicide clones to combo out. And I'll negate with Supreme Ruler there. Charging to 5. Again, we just go in with the Unison. He's going to negate it though. Just want to get that triple strike in there, man. I do draw Berry Blue though, which is pretty nice. Looks like on this attack, Danny is activating the auto of Boujack to pay 1, discard a card, and then untap 4. So he can't use counter skills from hand anymore. He can't use counter skills, period, actually, but he could use Boujack if he had it in the energy, which he does not. So basically now he can only combo, which I'm kind of okay with. I still do have a decently wide board to try and put some pressure through. Although my field card count is pretty low. I definitely wish I had the Terrified Realization in play here. But I gotta be careful about when I play Berry Blue, because he does have the Boo that if I attack it correctly, he can just put Berry Blue right to the bottom of the deck, and I really don't want that to happen. So he is gonna play the Boujack here. I'm gonna go with the Berry Blue, look at top 7. Add a field card. Use the King Vegeta's +1 since he negated the attack. I'll add another Supreme Ruler to my hand. And we're going to play Pinnacle of the Clan here. So the main reason I'm doing this is because I want to clear that Boujack. I don't want it to let its effect resolve where I have to wrestle my energy in one of my battle cards. So I do get some really good value there. Anticipated Onslaught killing his Boujack, which is really nice. Unfortunately, I do lose the Pinnacle of the Clan to his Boo Unison. But I think in that scenario, it was pretty much worth it. I do still have the effect of Berry Blue that I can use, but I don't really want to tap another energy, considering I have a 10k combo and a counterplay in my hand. Yeah, I think if I recall this correctly, I think I remember talking about this where during the game, I mean, where I really just should not have attacked there with my leader, because I wasn't planning to use his activate battle to pop a field card. I really just gave him a super free opportunity to put a guy in play, which that was actually a big misplay on my part. He does get rid of my Berry Blue as well, so that hurts a lot. I go with Supreme Ruler, so my leader should be pretty safe for the rest of the turn. And my Unison has a ton of markers, so I'm not really too worried if he starts attacking into that. Boo into my Unison. Leader into my Unison. I just immediately take the markers off of it. I do take the marker off for the leader swing here, but I'm pretty sure he goes back and says, hey, can I combo? And yeah, so we're going to go back to 4 markers. He wants to combo something here, which is fine. Playtesting session, nothing to get annoyed about. I do have the charismatic villain though to pop that Boujack, which is super important because that Bojack's a dual attacker. So that would have put my unison down to 1, which I would not have wanted. We're going to use the +1 on King Vegeta to put New Ruler in play. Get some draw power back. And now we're just going to go Battle Card Beatdown. Try to bait out that Boo effect. And I did +1 on the unison this turn, so I can't use a -3. Although I wouldn't have been able to use a -3 anyway because he only had 3 markers. And I did not have a... another copy of the unison to put underneath him. I'm going to go ahead and play Berry Blue. Top 7. Getting Anticipated Onslaught here is nice because I can actually use my leader skill to pop Anticipated Onslaught that's on my board. And then play it again to put that Frieza in my hand into play. So I am going to use the effect of the 8 SCR to remove the Bojack. So I've gone through 2 of his Bojacks already, which is pretty funny. This game has been grinding a lot. So we are going to go 25. And I basically just want to force him down to 2 life. Just so he's within double strike range. He does have the Zeno super combo though, so that's a pain for me for sure. Galactic Buster, which is such a trip of a card. I still like don't fully understand how the card works, but yeah, he basically gets a combo from energy and draw an additional card and get another active energy. So in that scenario, it's just like so much ridiculous nonsense going on. So he stays at 3. He's going to D-Magic. Thinking about what I want to do here. I'm going to attack my Frieza Charismatic Villain into his Unison just so that he can't combo. And I really want to pop off my Anticipated Onslaught so that I can play a new one. And I'm not going to attack with the Frieza even though it has dual attack because I don't want him to use his Boo effect to remove it. I just want to kind of leave it there as a blocker. So Delu's coming up on 7 energy. So if they're playing it, I would have to worry about turning the tide here. He's going to go with Boo Unison attacking first. And I'm going to go Supreme Ruler. So my leader should be safe again. I do have a blocker on the board that can block twice and a good amount of combo power. I am not going to block the Goku swing though. I'm saving the Goku... I'm saving the blocks rather for his smaller attackers, but he's going to drop the Pycon SCR. Okay, so he did just wipe my board, which feels really bad for me, but now my hand is just full of these cards I can combo with, and he does not have that many cards in hand. So yeah, he just made a really big tempo turning play, but it didn't turn tempo as much as he'd probably like to. So this swing is 35. I'm going to go 25 with my leader, using his Activate Battle ability, and then go 15 more to combo out. He draws one off the Boo Unison, and here comes his first double strike with the Pycon. So he gets to look at my hand and kill a card, or sorry, put a card to the bottom of my deck. And then after all that, I get to draw a card. And we just draw the free negate here, the Royal Supremacy. I do also get a super combo off my life, although I might not survive if I didn't draw the negate though, but the super combo would have been a good possibility of surviving. Although actually no, it wouldn't have been because he could have ripped out of my hand before I even get to use it. So yeah, that negate absolutely just saves my life. He's at 1 card in hand, and yeah, he's got the blocker. He's got 1 card in hand. Could be a negate maybe, but this game is just about as good as over, I think. So yeah, he's gonna go ahead and block that with the Boo. That's the Unison swing. He blocks the triple strike with the Boo. I opt not to use the -3, even though it would kill the Boo. I think I might use the ability to play a field card. But yeah, in hindsight, I should have used the -3 because I didn't have a field card. But yeah, so I play another copy of the Unison, give it enough markers so I can use the -3, and that is pretty much the ball game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Some gameplay between 2 set 13 decks. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.